There we go. Okay. Alright, okay. Everything should be in working order now. Let me pop out this chat. There should be a pop out chat option. Enable live chat, pop out chat. Here it is. Pop out chat. That's what I want to see. Here to this, here to this. Go to subscriptions. Go to pop out chat for this one too. Turn that off, and the only thing to do would be to host the stream itself. So let's go to YouTube. And that should be it. All right. That should be it. Now, where to go?
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
That's the best thing about this game. The strange, like, sort of Vatican-like jabs at, you know, a real common political topic today is one of the many weird quirks about this game. Oh, wow, I have 8,000 souls, quote-unquote, to pick up. So, fun thing. I know nobody is watching these. I don't expect anybody to watch these. But, oh, hold on one second. Okay, that was odd. I was saying something before. Yeah. So, I know for a fact that nobody really watches these. These are not really there for me to hope to become some famous online community holding streamer. Like, the internet is a vast desert of just bloat, where, like, more than 99% of it nobody has ever seen yet. But there is something too when there's just so much bloat, when there's like just an endless like supply of just meaningless junk that nobody will ever see. That makes when you find something that you find special in some way, you can kind of call it yours. Something that you can show off to friends. Oh yeah, just see that one part? Yeah, that little piece. No one's ever seen that, but I know it's mine. I think it's funny, and I'm gonna share that with you. Have it be a little personal bonding thing. That is something I do with a lot of stuff on YouTube, and so me streaming here is, in a sense, me throwing my hat into this ring for this concept. So if there's any human being out there that one day comes across this stream by any amazing luck of chance, welcome. Feel free to use these for whatever purpose you wish, so long as it's in no way volatile, malicious, or wanting to hurt someone. These are, in a sense, me creating my own personal junk for somebody else to try to, like, create value out of. So, yeah. There you go. Anyways. Where was I? I have seen every single inch of this level, and just, there's nothing, like, I do not know where to go. I've seen a couple of times a door that the game wanted to show off, saying, "Hey, this is your goal. You want to get there. This is what you've opened." But for the life of me, I can't figure out how you actually get there. Cycling. That is one major problem I have with this game. Since everything has this industrial punk, pop punk, like construction aesthetic. Everything in the game looks the exact same, and if there's a very specific place you're trying to go, are you fucking for real? Wow. Then you can't exactly find it. You have to sort of like dig through the dirt and like just kind of meander about until something clicks for you.
Please remember, safety at work is our highest priority and should be yours.
Oh wow, you can sprint by clicking in the left stick. That's... Huh, okay. That's actually interesting since, in order to stop sprinting, you can't, click it in again. You have to literally let go of the stick. That's interesting. Okay. Is there anything here? No. Excuse me. Yeah. It's very interesting. You're very interesting. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, hello. I can't go there. Have I gone there? Yeah, as you can tell, since I've played this game endlessly, since I've spent an incredible amount of time just being lost in this game's, I don't want to say bland, because it's clearly has like a vision for how I want the game to look, but like being lost in this game's dreary, recyclable aesthetic, I've just gotten completely desensitized to seeing an enemy at this point. I can just kind of run past it, knowing exactly what causes them to turn around, attack, blah blah blah. Yeah. All right, come on. Yeah, let's press that.
Warning, canal bridges retracting in recycling.
No, we want to keep that
canal
open.
Canal bridges extending in recycling.
What's this? Station control.
Attention, smelter task reassignment confirmed.
Oh, hello. There we go. Nice. So, okay. Again, to the ghosts that are watching, the way your inventory system works in this game is that you do not have like a quick bar of just free slots to throw your endless supply of items in. Instead, you have a large selection of perks, in a sense, that you can choose to consume your, like, you know, say, okay, so the Surge is a blend of mechanics. It's just a non-stop, like, bloated, junkyard of just systems and numbers and gauges and sliders. As you level up this power core that you can see down there, your core power consumption, and that allows you to equip more and more items since they cost more and more. You can kind of sort of call it your weight in a sense, but the difference being, of course, that like you cannot go beyond your core power, where in Souls you absolutely could. You just move slower and slower and slower. In this game, you always move your same speed no matter what. It just depends on like your all your power core changes is what you're physically allowed to wear at that point. Your perks system also consumes items, and so like in order to like have like a full taskbar of items, you have to level yourself up quite far. Okay, so that's where the game wants me to go. All right. How do you get there though? Oh wait, no, gotcha. Literally right here. Okay, so this is where the game wants me to go. But beyond this point, there is just nothing.
Why won't you believe me? You've seen the bodies, but I've seen him doing it.
Oh, here we go. Okay,
others
all right.
have seen him too. It's just one guy. It's always the same. Bodies dismembered, missing limbs. God knows what he's doing with them. You know, I know this Liberator story happened decades ago, but what if he's back? What if it's not just urban legend? What if he's real? What if this whole mess is because of him?
Him, the unmentionable. Hey, dick bag. Okay. This, Alright, let's do this. So we'll start with you. That's one. No, game. There you go. It's really interesting. They do not have to like model a a robust amount of like weird malformed creatures for this game. Instead, they just have to simply like create a big selection of suits, not even just a core selection of suits, and then instead like swap between like a pretty general set of like standard default player models, and just apply different armor sets to them. That's kind of really all they have to do in order to create enemies in this game, and it's kind of interesting. You can clearly tell it's one of the ways that they use to save on production costs. A very valid thing in the games industry. There we go. And then here's something interesting. There's not really keys in this game. Instead, there's just how much, you know, how much you've literally leveled up, which allows you to open more paths in the level. Like, you literally kickstart the world with just your fists. Oh. This game has 3D sound and it's very frustrating. Who said that? Okay, fine. I guess you want me to go in this direction. Stab. Alright, yes, perfect. Let's get that arm. Yeah. Alright, what is this thing? New weapon. The Cling Power Grip. Let's see. One thing I do give this game credit for, like, each weapon does sort of really have its own, I completely take it back. Does this really have no new animations at all? Or no new attacks from the, yeah, this is no different from this massive slab of metal that is, obtained from beating the first boss. There's a way to do like a, you know, the famous jump attack from Dark Souls. Let's see. So there is. Oh, okay, interesting. I forgot you could do that. Let's put that away since these weapons both seriously suck. All right. Oh, oof! Look at the. It's really bad. So in you know, in 3D modeling, there's a term for this, and I just can't remember for the life of me. But either they simply have, I guess maybe edge seaming. They simply forgot to they simply forgot to properly adjust the UVs, which UV stands for universal vector. It's the mathematical concept of taking a 3D object and like unfolding it and having whatever you draw on that be wrapped around the model. They either took the UVs and just didn't place it properly here, or this is just literally a problem with the rendering of the lighting engine, which at that point I would not have no answers to why that happens, but oof, that's pretty bad for a game that's got this level of fidelity. Can I pick that up? Of course. Oh wait, what's hitting me? This is. Okay, alright, so it's not the... Right, gotcha. Toxic waste machine. Nice.
To all Sector 12 employees, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unlicensed gambling violates federal and state law, and thus places Creo at a not insignificant risk of criminal charges and liability. So, all raging drone events are to be canceled immediately. Borrowed drones and other company equipment can be returned anonymously. Don't make me the bad guy here. I love a good drone fight as much as the next guy, but what we're doing here is too important to risk infractions of this nature. R. Ferguson.
Huh, okay. I already have that. Probably the legs that I want. Okay, there we go. Ow! There we go. Okay. We're just honestly not even gonna fuck with these. Yeah, it's very interesting and very interesting. Game, stop. There you go. Annoyingly, because you have to lock around to different parts of the enemy's body in this game, if you are pushing the right stick in any direction and you click it again, the game will, of course, just to make sure you don't accidentally, like, you know, lose target to somebody, not let you leave that person alone. But, well, you gotta leave the person alone. But, it means that very often you'll try to, like, incessantly to, you know, stop focusing on one person, and oh! Good one, Gabe. Is there even anything in here? Ow, shit! There we go.
I think I passed out from the pain. Don't know how long I've been lying there, cold on the concrete floor, half dead, awakening to a nightmare. I couldn't remember where I was, who I was. But when I saw those people, what happened to them? Somehow I made it to Ops. Memories are blurry and hazy. I remember the pain. I've never been so afraid in my whole life. Didn't even realize I was totally blind in my left eye until medbay patched me up. I guess I'm better now. Even my sight is coming back slowly.
Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, no, of course, no one's watched it yet. Well, at your leisure.
D, will you check in? I waited 30 minutes for you yesterday. That's far too long for me to be out and about. I need those items. But if you can't procure them, I have other sources, so don't worry. Just let me know you're okay.
Access unauthorized.
Oh, oops. Can we not right now? That would be a really good time for the game to show me that med pack thingy that I had before. Since one massive problem with this game is that because of how much damage you take, like, it doesn't matter how many health packs you set up, you'll still end up blowing through them and just have no way to rekindle them. Unlike the Souls games, which, you know, have bonfires littered all across the levels, in this game, a central hub is genuinely a central hub. All, like, the entire level will constantly sprawl further and further around it in this massive spiral. Who knows, maybe this is maybe this is what we're looking for. Maybe this is a shortcut back to the beginning of the level, which is perfect, because we really need that. Material depot. Oh no, this is this? Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hey, let's see if I have what you need yet.
Hey, it's called Medex.
Dang it, no. Oh well. Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh,
Please
before
remember,
I go.
Safety at work.
Let's see. So I'm looking to upgrade this. Okay. Is that what you wanted?
Is our highest
Let's see. Inventory. Consumables? Yeah, we'll just consume one.
priority and should be yours.
Let's see. There's this person that wanted a reinforced pipe, and so if we can give her this might be what she's looking for. So...
Be careful out there.
Uh-huh. If not, well, I guess we'll keep it, but still.
Do you require assistance, Warren?
Let's see, where is she? Excuse me. Ow. Excuse me. Coming through. I do like how in this game you don't really have to... Oh, uh-oh. Shit. That's what I meant to press. This is what we're looking for. In this game, you don't really have to... I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Hi.
Hey.
Do you have what you need yet?
What if I told you I have what you need?
Usually saying that is a prelude to disappointment, but hey, I'm game. So, let's see what you've got.
Reinforced pipe.
What about this pipe?
Hardly. I just hope that wasn't your...
Oh my fucking god. Okay, alright.
Actually, I need to leave.
Not the talkative one, are you?
Oh my god, I just wasted so much money on that. Well, okay, let's see. This is clearly better than the pipe in terms of damage, but... Proficiency scaling, very low, medium. Oh yeah, this. Okay, so if I can upgrade this thing... Oh, okay, alright. I think you're what I'm looking for. Hello. Have I never picked you up? Oh wow, okay, alright. Wait, in this case, have I never gone here? Huh. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, fucking dandy. Okay, alright. Here we go. Yes. Okay, alright. Bless the iframes. Oh. Alright, yeah, you. There we go. Been in this area before? Oh, this is on the other side of... Okay, alright. I've been here before, and I can't come here because of how hard it is to get here. So, that's neato. There.
Why pay for expensive gym and spa memberships when Creole
Yeah,
has
whatever.
state-of-the-art
Let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning and cash in what we have right now because we have no real points in being around here. At this point, I have everything I need from this level, and I just need to make it back to that beginning area and probably just end this place for good. as I said, these levels, instead of like the Souls games where they, you know, they would have you go down this predetermined route and just keep, you know, keep going and just litter you with checkpoints all across. Instead, in this game, like, there is just one central checkpoint, and then the game just keeps going. It just keeps adding to areas around and around and around. And this one area is meant to be your genuine one area. Come back, come back, come back. Okay, well that's fine. It's my... I'm going through the other episode where I died. Or my, you'll see what I mean. Gonna drop a cough drop. Save my viewers, my ghostly viewers, from...
Be careful out there.
My dying fucking body. Oh, right, no, I'm not supposed to be here. And you pick up what I dropped, which is right here. Bye. I wonder what, like, goes through their minds once you're gone. It's like, well, back to staring at that wall. Okay, sweet. I thought I was stuck down here. Well, back to the wall. What denounces the hierarchy of, like, territory in this game for the enemies? Like, their placement is not particularly to trap people. They're just all going crazy and, like, have all chosen spots that they denounce as theirs. Like, there we go. Like, what goes through their minds while they're waiting on somebody to come by? They just are like, oh, well, now that I'm going to be here in peace, I'm going to continue staring at my one pipe. Holy shit! This is technically my fault. My armor set that I have equipped is the low-key Garbo. Everything around here is, I guess, what you would call common rarity. But, crafting stuff in this game is mind-numbingly expensive.
Come back anytime.
If you really, like, you know, want to farm in this game, you will farm. Like, big capital F spaces all in between. Bold, italicized, shaky font. Hold on 1 second. Alright, take two. Alright, dickbag, come on. Shit. Oh, shit. What the? Christ. No, that was not me, like, you know, slamming anything with frustration. I scooted forward and hit my table. Because my cat's right here. Speaking of cat, okay, alright. How do I do this? Again, for the 0 viewers. Let's see. Video capture device. What is it? Yeah? This one, yes. Alright. Video capture device. Huh, why are you being difficult? Okay, whatever, never mind. Let's try it again, maybe. Let's go to video capture device. Yes. Resolution. Configure video. Save. Display, game capture, window capture, VLC video source, and video capture. We'll try this one more time and we'll say deep inside, you know that. I think I know why. Someone else here on the other stream is using display capture. Aha, yeah, this is what's using it. Get rid of this. Remove, yes. There we go, that's what was causing the issue. Let's go back to, there we go. And then here, we'll reset that. Okay. Turn this off, and then let's actually reset it. Let's go here, let's go to video capture device. There we go. You want me to show my face online? And no. This, I think, should suffice. This, I appropriately call the cat cam. And we're just going to pull that here. There we go. Pull it a little further down right here. Like that, should be good. Okay. Hey, Smokey. Smokey. There we go. Alright, hopefully everything should be in working order. Let's continue. I'm gonna wrap your cord around here, that way. Oh my fucking god. There.
Please remember, safety at work is our highest priority, and should be yours.
So, one neat thing to note. The way... Oh my god, Cat, are you for real? The way... Just to dox myself. The way that... So, this game picks up exactly the Dark Souls system of you leave your, your things behind, blah, 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 blah. If you die, yada, 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 yada. There's no need for cat cam anymore, so we're gonna put that away. And remove. Yes. The way that the your left behind money soul system works in this game is exactly the same, except with an added, I'd say an added sense of fluff, where now, like, it will it'll actually disappear if you take too long to get back to it. However, you can increase that time by killing enemies. It's... Oh my god, I forgot they can do that. It's an extra set of mechanics that I'm not exactly sure this game genuinely needs, since this game is already hard enough as is. However, I can somewhat tell what the developers are trying to do. The devs know that, like, on a vacuous level, the system that they have set up for fighting enemies in this game is good. Okay. It works. It has a specific level of, like, using your brain. Of, like, thinking left and right about the enemies. Oh, shit. About, like, their weak spots, and thinking a little bit about what part of their body that you want, or, how to kill them quickly. They understand that that system that they set up is functional for making the game feel engaging. So they want to encourage the players to constantly interact with that. So, one good way to do that is the incentive structure for going back to the level, which is picking up your left behind items, now has this added layer of being tied to how often you are fighting enemies. There we go. Okay. Try this again. There we go. Thing is, of course, being forced to interact with the enemies means you're also, like, constantly being forced to put yourself into danger. Since killing enemies in this game is risky, hard, and difficult. It's not like the Souls games where there's a big, like, variety of the kinds of enemies that you meet. In this game, many of the enemies have the same general framework, and more often than not can end you very quickly. Again, it could just certainly be me. I have not properly upgraded my character or what the fuck ever, but as I've played through, like, up till now, it's very challenging. There. Stab. Bless the iframes. Alright, so we've activated this forklift that pulls us up to the top of the level. But we have not interacted with this yet. What is this? Oh, right, yeah. Meh.
Clearance could not be confirmed.
Okay. There was an area in the previous level that I could not access because it was filled with too much of this toxic gunk. I thought for a moment that this area was just kind of like that, but no, I understand now that, like, what's hurting me is not the air, but there's stuff on the floor that's causing me to, I guess, like, have acid or electricity. The game doesn't explain properly, but it's this stuff over here, which I'm sure is plot relevant. Oh, would you look at that? Do I have... Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's give this a shot.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation. Initiating disposal measures.
God, the developers must have loved animating this game.
Cleanup procedure.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Do I, like, not have a certain mod that allows me to see how much damage I've done to enemies? Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that attack. Okay. Oh! Okay, gotcha. I'm starting to see now. Shit. And now I'm guessing this is the boss proper. Oh my god. Okay. It must want me to use the drone.
Happy to help. Do you require assistance, Warren?
Okay, let's see if we can run past every single enemy and just go straight to the boss. Excuse me. Oh, right, yeah, I can't open that. Oh, I can now. Well, whatever. We're here to fight a boss, and that's all that matters. Okay.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation.
Okay. Speed at which you die in this game. So, if you want to compare this game to Sekiro's difficulty, you get an interesting thought experiment. Because Sekiro's difficulty is based on the fact of how quickly you can die. Everything in the game is incredibly lethal. And FromSoft seemed to know that, and that's why they gave you the ability to revive and try again. Because they understood that with how they set up the game, if, like, you know, if you walked into a boss and you died in, like, you know, 2 hits like you can in the game, and, like, your way of healing was very limited, then, like, you know, as you went through the game, you would, you'd be stuck in that extremely bad loop of dying too quickly to the boss, and so you can never actually learn what the boss is. This game has that problem, except it does not give you, like, you, because of, you know, the strange ways that enemies move, and, the lethality at which they hit, you often don't get a lot of time to be able to, like, see what a boss is. And that can very often get you trapped in a very bad loop. Oh shit. Of, like, going into a boss, hold on 1 second. area. And then we cut this off. Damn it. Yeah, it's one leg down. Shit. Okay, there.
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
If you're in the air, you can't use these items, which is very strange.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation. Initiating disposal measures. Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
Christ. Okay. Come on. Thank you, Cameron. Alright, now for the big one. Alright. Shit. Okay, I guess that works. Okay. Uh-huh, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Very curious about what the boss does right now, because it doesn't really have many modes of attack. Okay, so these enemies in this game have like one-to-one tracking. It's interesting. I know I keep saying that it's interesting. Oh, does one to be trapped inside with it? Okay, alright, sure. I guess I can play your game. Sure, okay. Doing good?
Come back anytime.
Little shit. The more I think about it, the more I'm fascinated by the idea that this game seems to understand. So this is... It's made by developers of Lords of the Fallen, and it seems that like they understood that like the one thing everyone complained about Lords of the Fallen was that the game was just way too slow. Lords of the Fallen took what people didn't like about Dark Souls, or I guess like what people would argue was never intended to be the way to play Dark Souls, which was the slow, clunky, very heavy format that the game had. But at the same time, Lords of the Fallen was genuinely about all that, and while Lords of the Fallen was, you know, not a very well-received game, it does understand that, like, it did have a core group of people that did like that aspect about it. And so, my guess is that they wanted to try and appease both. Alright, give me a second. There we go. Yay! Oh, uh-oh. Crap. Alright. Now comes the hard part. Alright, okay, sweet. Yeah. that all of its limbs? Nope. Okay. Now we're at this awkward moment of the boss, where I'm not exactly sure what it wants me to do in order to fight it. My guess is it wants me to bait out its big old slam attack. There we go. Wow. Oh my god. There is one frustrating thing about this game, which is that, like, because now your items, like, well, actually, you know what? No. I think there is, okay, so the way that the system for regaining, like, your lost currency in this game works, I think there is a specific intent behind it besides just engage with the rest of the mechanics. I think also, there is the common thing in Dark Souls where, like, if you had a bunch of souls, they got trapped at a boss level, and now the souls are trapped in that boss level, you can't get them back out. The game understands that sometimes players could get locked in this really bad loop where they constantly go in to save those souls, but they're under-leveled, so they can't really level up to face the boss proper, and that gets them killed a lot. This game, I think it tried to fix that with this, but I think it failed really, really badly. Because it does sort of the exact opposite, where the player now gets really freaked out about wanting to get those souls back. I gotta stop calling them coals, or souls.
Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
There we go. Oh. Yeah. Now for the awkward phase of the... well, not the awkward. Now for the hard phase of the boss. Come on, come on. I don't know what to do about that attack. Okay, I think there's one limb left. Thank God I'm still alive. Okay, alright. Christ.
out for your fellow workers. They look out for you. This is not a scheduled break time.
I was talking about something last time I was here. Oh yeah, the loop of going back into a boss over and over and over is actually instead sort of unintentionally enforced by this game because of that timer. While, like, you know, you can get caught in that cycle, at least in the original Dark Souls, what you could do is instead go out and fight enemies, and then eventually come back to those souls and pick them up. In this game, because there is that timer, you're instead sort of like, you're sort of instead like subtly encouraged to constantly go back and grab them before it's too late. And then that, you know, because you're caught in that loop, it will like frustrate you and like lower your opinion of the game, which is really bad for it. So
Detected. Lockdown in
it's very fun to play these kinds of games because you can kind of clearly see what was it about the original games that worked so well. Well, you know
Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
It's about 4 hits so it takes for the to go down, 6 hits for them to actually die. Oh god. Okay. Uh-oh. And 2 more hits. Oh. Come on. There we go. Oh, this game is so hard. Perhaps I should switch around a mod. Let's get rid of the one that allows me to see enemy health bars, and instead, actually, no. Let's see. Implants. Yeah, let's change something here. So, this is a passive, as is this one. What is this? Core consumption, increases max energy, scales with core power. Let's see, I got one about, what was it? Endurance? Where is that? Here it is. Stamina. Fit to save the earth, stamina regeneration. Holy shit! Okay, Christ. Okay. Wait, this only takes 1. Why did... The previous one took... Okay, so which one was the one that I had before? It was about power core generation. Yes, it took 0. Okay, gotcha. Let's see, do I have enough in my inventory to... Yeah, I probably have enough to upgrade a couple of times. Okay, let's see. Can I upgrade my equipment, since that's kind of what matters most in the end? How good my legs are. My legs are actually pretty good as is already. These could upgrade, as could this, but can't do much of that just yet. These can definitely upgrade, but I think I'm going to get new legs soon. I need a new schematic for feet. Oh wait, is that what this is? Defense 8, defense 13. Okay, you know, let's upgrade both of our arms since we probably have enough. We have enough to do only one. Can I upgrade you? No. Beep beep bop boop boop. Can't upgrade you. I can upgrade you, but should I is the question. I only have enough to do it once. Plus, I probably shouldn't do it because I have there's probably better legs downstairs I could be equipping, so.
Come back anytime.
Hello. And down we go. Yeah, see those legs? That's what we're after. Okay, at least now we know we're not gonna have to constantly run back into the boss to grab those lost souls.
Please remember, safety at work is our
It's our
highest priority,
Yeah.
and should be yours.
Uh-huh, yeah. I'm going to quickly turn on streaming mode, just to be sure. Streaming mode is on. There we go. This should stop anybody from, like, tripping the Discord notification sound, which I'm sure has gotten some of you to freak out and wonder who messaged you. Again, I know I'm talking to nobody, but the void is fun to characterize. And I scream into the void. Let's grab these. Hello, good sir. Good stabs. Okay, alright. Try that again. I just want your leg. Come on, please tell me I picked up your leg. Is that a schematic? No. Ugh. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh god. Forgot these guys can just one-shot me. Do your second swing. There we go. I wonder what it takes to get the schematic for that leg. Okay, you know, I have no intention to deal with you, so we're just gonna kill you. I wonder, now that I've opened up that area, can this door be opened?
Authorized personnel only beyond this point.
So you can sprint on top of those, and where does this take you? Have I been here? No, I haven't. Oh, what is this? What are you? Oh, just cables. Yeah, you can sprint through boxes in this game, so I wonder what would happen if I sprinted while standing on one, and yeah, I just curb loaded. This can't honestly be all there is here. Like, just that... That's bullshit. There we go. Oh, okay. Does that mean that I'm finally going to get the schematic to your leg? Nope. Okay. What does this take me to? Recycling? Have I unlocked a shortcut backwards? I think so. I hope so, because that's typically what this is. For fuck's sake. Hello. It's very interesting. You're very interesting. Let's just kill you right here and now. Yeah. Do you lead somewhere interesting? Alright, what did this loop back into, since this is definitely a shortcut? But this is not ringing any bells. Okay, alright, this is ringing bells in terms of... This is how I got to this new area to begin with. That looped back into here, and so what does this new tunnel lead to? Okay, what? There we go. Come on, be a schematic. Battle boost 1. It's more health. Okay. I guess it's the whole reward for this area, so sure. That's standard dungeon design 101. Dungeon design often includes you, it often includes, like, you know, whatever, like, nook and cranny exists in the game. If there isn't a reward for somebody going there, then it's superfluous, or at least, like, lore, in terms of storytelling, then it's superfluous to the, like, the level, and it's just wasting space for the game's data. So, yeah. I'm gonna piss, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, you. What do you do? Melee attack. What, do they both do the same damage? Then, like, what's the point? Ooh, what are these? Will automatically be salvaged. Schematics. Nothing for a new set of legs. Nice legs, Daisy Dukes. Okay, so I actually do have the most expensive legs like I possibly can have right now. But the scarab legs that I see within these new enemies is what I really want. There we go. Ugh, now there's absolutely no way that I can contest the boss. I guess if I have a really good run, I can, but like... I don't think me adding stamina made it.
Detected.
Uh-oh.
Lockdown in operation. Initiating disposal measures. Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
There we go. Oh, wow, okay. Okay. Alright, here we go. Yeah, spin your nonsense, right round. Oh god! Shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on. There you go. Alright, no, 2 lives left. Whoa! That was close. Okay, alright. Alright, now for that awkward phase of the boss. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're almost done here. Don't do this. What? Oh, wait. Okay, no. I thought that, is the game really gonna ask me to play that song and dance at the end there? I mean, I guess, but like, ugh. Ew. Sure, whatever, I can do it.
Anytime.
I have the skills. I'm a seasoned veteran of third-person action games. I can do it, but like, ugh, that's not very fun. There's a general chance that I'm just overthinking this game in terms of what it wants me to feel, but it's quite interesting and genuine with how like much this game really does want you to feel like you're overcoming adversity. When talking about Sekiro, we can kind of sort of understand that unless it's an interesting thematic element, it might not actually be that interesting at all. Alright. Let's do this. Come on.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation. Initiating disposal measures. Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
There we go. Oh my god, okay. Ah.
Have a nice day, Warren.
Why is my computer so computer, my laptop is like such a trooper that it will run even when closed at like max capacity. Alright, what's your battery at this point? Okay. Shut up, laptop. Keep it to yourself. And go ahead and cool down. I'm gonna place you right here. There we go.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation.
Come on.
Initiating
There we
disposal measures.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
There we go. And black. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Fuck. Shit. Oh. God damn, this game is unforgiving. Oh, seriously? Okay, alright. Time to back up. Yeah, we'll just pop one of those. There we go. I sort of get it now. What? The more you attack a successful chain, the more energy you generate. Which is interesting because it allows you to if you do it right, you can effectively, by staying, you know, aggressive, you can achieve the Bloodborne, you know, style of combat where, oh shit, where, like, you know, being aggressive means you can effectively stay in the fights. That's kind of what they're aiming for. Whether or not it lands is up to the person who plays it, but oh, seriously? Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of these. We'll pop at least. Come on. Get with your bullshit. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's cut this final one off. Now for the awkward phase of the fight. Come on. Nope. A little closer. A little closer. Come on. Get over here, get closer. Are you for real? Oh, god damn it.
Take care.
We'll be done with it eventually. Come on. You know what? I'm considering, let's add a third stream. Nah, you know, we'll do it another time, but next time I stream, I'll add Twitch to the setup. So, again, for the no one who's watching, because once again, the void can sometimes be therapeutic. Like, the reason that I stream is because I'm with someone else, and I kind of want to keep those memories kind of locked, you know, like recorded forever, for me to always kind of go back to and remember that, like, hey, we have friends, and there's a time in my life in which I'm happy. It's a way to kind of like cope and prepare myself for any adversity I come through. There we go. Yeah, that's very interesting. So I don't ever stream on Twitch because Twitch is often for like one person speaking to an audience, and I don't, you know, I don't have an audience. I'm not expecting to have an audience. In a sense, I kind of don't even really want one, but if I'm gonna do stuff like this, might as well, you know. There we go. There we go. Put our headphones in. Wait, what the? Wait, whoa, what? Oh, okay. That sound was weird. Huh, that's... okay, so... that's interesting. In a sense, I was being punished for actually, like, you know, breaking the boss apart, which... I'm not sure if that was intended. Thank God I'm alive. Yes! Okay, there we go. That's that's fascinating. I'm screaming into the void. Shut up. Hold on. Anyways. Now that we're done with this, what has that opened up for me? Decontamination access. Okay, there it is. Oh, right, yeah. Gear. What did I get from it? This thing? Bloodhound. Here it is. Whoa. Hold on a second. Wait. Is that meant to be that fast? Okay, it is. I don't remember being this fast last time I used these kinds of weapons. Anyways, let's go back to our main weapon here. Weird. Attack speed high, energy gain, proficiency scaling. Wait, proficiency scaling? What? Whoa! Fascinating. Okay, alright. So if I equip this, how much damage does that do? It should say... Specs. Damage 22, slash damage, thrust damage. As a comparison to these. Okay, so let's see. 15, 7, 22. But if I equip the original ones, I have 14, 6, 18. What the hell's the high proficiency scaling? Okay. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Attack speed is lower, never mind. In that case, we're going back to this thing. Is this a way back to... Oh.
We finally found our little thief. It's probably the same culprit who's been hitting the lab storerooms. She ended up dropping a purloined biomaster in a hurry to get away. Looks like she was heading towards the old abandoned labs. I'll file a full report when I get back. Security can handle this one from here on out.
Wait a second. Is this the, This is probably what she's looking for. Yeah, let's give it to her. Alright, sweet. Let's, takes us back there. Oh, he's nowhere. Oh, he's nowhere. Let's shimmy on over. Okay, thank fucking God. Are you gonna splurge? Trying to think of a joke here. No, nothing comes to mind. Have you splurged the second time? Splurge harder? Or have you seen the third game? The Splurge Erection Day. Oh, right, yeah, her. Okay, so let's speed our way. Where the fuck am I? Let's speed our way to wherever our... I am lost as all hell.
I know. You've heard me say it again and again.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm suffering so hard as a male. I can't. I'm gonna. Will there ever be a White People Month? Or a White History Month? That's... yeah. Thankfully, nobody watches the channel, so that joke will be lost in the ethers that is the vast internet. The Gurge. Fun fact, you know that the Surge is actually based off of a server merge that went really wrong? I know, it's crazy. Oh, shit! Oh, hey, I'm here again. Okay, alright. Slice. Yes, cat, what do you want? Okay, so we have... Where is it? This is definitely what she's looking for, so the question is, how do we get back to her? Ah, okay, gotcha. Alright, bye. Yeah, it's very interesting. Stab, yeah. I think this leads... Okay. Okay. God, this game is a maze. Yeah, good dodge. Yeah, indeed. So, way back in ye old, let's say, Planetside 2 days, there was a server merge between the great, the two great nations, Matterson and Watterson. They held an event because, thanks to an incredibly effective media campaign to blame global warming on overpopulation, aka poor people, who could not own DLC, they lost their user base, and so they had to merge the servers, just to keep their numbers up. And to this day, that has wrecked the entire community, since one was a roleplay server, did you know that? And the other was just simply a... Oh, okay, hold on.
Authorized personnel only beyond this point.
Hold on, I like doing that sometimes. How fucking dare you?
Denied.
And the other was just simply a normal PvP server. And so the two have never coalesced ever since. Cat, do you need help? Come on. Help. Alright, so we're back here again. We're looking for... Yes, we're looking for Ina, whatever her name is. She was looking for a good staff. We have one for her. I just realized that the game might have actually done that to make it an innuendo, because when you speak to her, the game can't help but, like, giggle at this subtext of you and her being in a relationship, since she's, you know, the only female NPC in the entire game. Sir, excuse me. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Shouldn't you be searching staff for me?
Yeah.
What if I told you I have what you need?
Usually saying that is a prelude to disappointment.
Jesus
but
fucking Christ,
hey,
game.
I'm game. So, let's see what you've got.
Okay, so this is what you're looking for,
All
right?
Then. Let me introduce you to the Biomaster.
Efficient against weeds and vermin, I hope. I owe you. It's nice to know chivalry isn't dead.
Jesus fucking Christ, game.
Better get going.
And just as I was getting to know you.
Alright, now that we're done here, let's finally finish this level. Oh, right, no, let's see, do I have, A little guy that wanted medicine. Do I have his stuff yet? Let's see. Excuse me. Coming through. The movement of this game just fascinates me. Like, I like to imagine that they understood that the movement in Lords of the Fallen was just not liked. It was... Oh, okay. Hey.
Please,
You holding up? There we go.
Hey, you doing okay? What's wrong?
Not good. Stomach's killing me. Bad cramps, man. Hey, can't you just, you know, help me out? Please. I don't know how much longer I can take it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but whatever you're looking for, I've searched the entire level. It's not here.
Have to go.
You're coming back, right? You have to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just for you, I'll look up a guide. How about you, dude?
Don't forget your help out there. You saved my ass.
Indeed. What the hell's that noise?
Take care of...
Okay, then.
What is that noise? What the...
Hello.
Hi. Oh, right, yeah, here. Upgrade. No. No. Let's go here instead. Fun fact, when you upgrade in this game, you know, you can cash in... Oh. I'm completely wrong, never mind. When you upgrade in this game, you upgrade a, you know, a core power level that you can use to equip higher items. So, like, let's see. I have a pretty useless implant that, you know, gives me just the tiniest bit of stamina. I'll replace that instead with... Where is it? Another set... Yeah, I have health vials. There we go. This one costs 3, which means I don't have enough for it. Shit. No! Oh, wait, hold on. I got this. Perfect. There we go. Implants, change you. There we go. Is that 6? 6. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and just end this level because...
Warren.
Yeah, thank you. Let's just end this level because I have had it with this place. Fun. So, like, this game... Christ almighty, this game. Unlike, you know, how Souls puts it, which is that, like, they have, you know, a sequence. They have, like, a path that you follow throughout a massive level that is littered with checkpoints that are the bonfires. Instead, this game has itself centered around, like, you know, very few bonfires that then have levels that continue to branch out and spiral all around it. And, like, it causes you to, like, spend so much time trying to find shortcuts that take you back into the main area. And, like, in general, just get almost sick of seeing the levels of the way that they are. It is an interesting way to have, like, you know, levels just continuously build upon themselves, get larger and larger and larger, but then also that means that whenever you want to go back to the area, you are constantly seeing the same area over and over and over, and meeting the same enemies, and, you know, there's that feeling of when you're doing the same technique, like, over and over and over and over, every little mistake that you make just grates in your mind a little bit. Okay, so this is a direction I haven't gone yet. Hi. Ow. There. Maximilian! Back in a power suit, working in an industrial... Okay, so, me and my friend Colby, we played all the way through the original Life is Strange, and, you know, of course, we just, like, you know, Warren's a nice guy, but, no thank you. We're hot, hi. But now whenever we meet somebody named Warren, just all we think is Maximilian, you know, now in court, I'm a judge now. Or, you know, Maximilian, I joined an industrial workforce, apocalyptic. It's a voice that we can't stop doing. Do bear in mind to my extravagant viewer that there is about a 30-second delay between whatever you say and whatever I see. Truth be told, I liked when no one was watching, because it felt like a void that I had to not worry about entertaining. And now that you're here, my brain it's compromised. It's having to juggle two things at once: the game and you know, being an interesting entertainment. I'm guessing there's nothing more down this area, so let's get the fuck out of here. Dandy. Okay, this leads me here, which is good. Where does this lead me? Damn, okay. I'm here, hello. Okay, this area is new, so we're on the right track. From here. Hello. When I talked with my friend, so I had a discussion with somebody about like the process of like these third-person action FromSoft like adventure games or adventure action games, and we talked about how when you break it down, there is something of a rhythm to the way that you fight in those games that make them basically rhythm games. They've got high notes, low notes, extended notes, you know, blah blah blah. This game, if we were to apply that philosophy to this game, this game's like songs, like their rhythms, are offbeat and very slow, very slow and drawn out.
The full medical coverage. Your family is our family. The average workplace can be littered with hazards. But at Creo, we're proud to say we never had more than a stuffed With the implementation of our rigs, we've made you stronger, faster, tougher. The rigors of the workplace won't even give you pause. And due to the integration of your neural interface into Creo's core system, our professional healthcare staff can monitor your well-being 24/7. If that doesn't make you sleep tight, I don't know what will.
Dandy. Wait, what? The fuck?
I know. You've heard me say it again and again.
The Iron Bar. I'm glad to see the future has the same attitude towards energy. The Iron Bar. See that mouse? Yeah. Turn into the Tin Man, because you don't have a heart. Be like us. How can climate change be real when my heart is so cold? Alright, we're moving on. Oh, sweet. Okay, shit. Before we go, let's, Is this what we're looking for? No, it's a pile of scrap metal. Game activity, voice and video. Let's make sure that, okay, alright, that's working. So, yes, like, with how much, like, you know, because Sekiro, no matter how much you want to say it, how much we want to deny it, Sekiro is effectively one of the Soulsborne games, but it's, you know, it's not. Its mechanics are so different, and even, like, even its ultimate intended goal is different, but, like, of course, the framework of it is still so... It's so similar to what they were before that it cannot escape its, it cannot escape the, what am I trying to say here? It cannot escape like the narrative that it's stuck up like that. It's part of this like, you know, it's part of this ongoing like struggling to find the right word here, but basically it's part of a like, you know, it's part of a like a pattern that for the life of them they cannot break from. So rather than constantly call them Soulsborne games, because Sekiro is ultimately, in the end, it still is one of these games, but it's got enough different about it that like you have to clarify. It might be easier to say FromSoft third-person action games. Of course, I never played the Armored Core games. I know that every single one of them is different, so perhaps they're not, you know, they're not all completely analogous with each other, but the way that you can, you know, the way that you can specify it's a FromSoft game, it's got enough, like, you know, culture behind it to inform, like, you know, to let people know what you're talking about. So, in my mind, it's much easier to say these FromSoft action games. It's a hard, I don't know, it's a tough thing to call in my opinion, because like absolutely when like you break it down, it is one of that trend of games, but it's just the things that it has thematically, as well as like, you know, how I guess in the end, you know, as my friend put, it's like the process of the combat is not really that different in the end, so you could just call it one of those Soulsborne games. But then, like, for the fact that Sekiro did want to be different, something about it just irked me when I put it that way. But in the end, we've talked so much about how much these are basically still FromSoft games that I guess, or like, you know, still Soulsborne games, that I guess it would be apt just to call them Soulsborne games. Wait, have I been here before? Hold on a second.
Attention, please.
No,
Access
I've not been
restriction
here
for
before.
this sector remains in effect.
Hi, did you just take that item on the floor?
Hazard response teams have been
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
Well, I guess that took care of itself. Oh my god, let's see if I can do that again. Yep, come closer. Come closer. That's right. That's what your attack's supposed to be doing. Ow, shit. Christ. Oh, interesting. Okay, so is this like my hub base now? Okay. Take two.
Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector.
All right, let's see if I can do it again. Come on. Hey, dick shit. Yep, yep, yep. Nope, no, 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 no. Come on.
Please remain in operation.
Aw, I fucked up.
Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander.
No, no, back up, back up. Come on. Oh my god, we just want you to do one thing because it's funny. Come closer. Nope. What? I just got told by the bot that I'm not interesting enough. Okay. There we go. Yeah, just whatever. Yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean. Rando internet person number 53FG217 lowercase f 100% emoji. Like, I get what you mean in terms of like, FromSoft has created games in the past that are third person, they are action, but they are not like the FromSoft games, or they're not like the Soulsborne games. But in terms of what they're doing right now, like, if you say FromSoft's action game, people will immediately think the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne, and blah 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 blah, and so, like, it's at a point now where I'm not sure if they'll ever really go back. Ow, come on. Christ almighty. Okay, we're just gonna run past these enemies because we need to find a safe spot. Actually, let's look up I'm gonna take a gander at where the hell is the medicine for that guy. Let's see. Splurge. Medicine. I got you. Okay, so I know there's no map in this game, even though like there is like there's an entire like, you know, world that the game kind of wants you to believe is sort of like consistent. Oh, what's this?
Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to incident commander for mission briefing.
They won't, I don't believe they'll ever go, they'll die from content, since they'll just, you know, they'll migrate to other games that have what they're looking for. I honestly believe that a ton of, like, you know, like, a ton of, Dark Souls meme videos, wherever they do, like, what's his name, Young Maestro, Only Afro, whoever the hell they are. I discount Iron Pineapple. I think Iron Pineapple is quite nice, but, you know, YouTubers like that will migrate to other games that kind of give them what they want from those, which is not, like, the world, but the fantasy and the mechanics. And, like, sort of, like, you know, the validation of, like, getting, proficient and, like, incredibly, you know, skilled at this precise combat system, a la, let's say, For Honor. They'll migrate to games like that, is what I believe will happen. But in the end, you know, like, the Souls community, okay, I always say that Dark Souls is a turning point in gaming culture. And so, like, I think that whatever culture's been created out of that is here to stay, as much as I hate to say it. And, oh, what's this down here? And, those, YouTube channels that, like, you know, rely on that kind of stuff, they'll just find something else that will fill the void. And I think that the community, as it is, will continue to push for games kind of like that, even in their own sense. Like, for example, I've already played one indie game that's sort of centered around this concept called Sinners Sacrifice for Redemption, and playing through it is so fascinating to see what they think Dark Souls was about, what they think all these, you know, FromSoft Soulsborne games primarily were good for, and juxtaposing that to what I personally liked about the Dark Souls games, which was... Okay, so I never actually liked Dark Souls specifically for its combat system. I always found its combat system to be kind of but I did personally find some kind of meaning in, like, the diversity of tactics that the Souls games gave you, at least from Dark Souls to Dark Souls 2. I know that from in Bloodborne, they decided there's one way that we really want you to do it, and then that, like, devolved further into Sekiro. And then Dark Souls 3, I've said my piece about Dark Souls 3, so... Yeah, but it's interesting to see all these kinds of indie games sort of try to express what they think was proper and engaging about these FromSoft Soulsborne games. And in my mind, that culture is going to continue experimenting with those tactics. I mean, that's what this game is right here. It believes that Dark Souls was actually about the slow, clunky movements. And when they tried to update it with other mechanics, you can see they do things like they keep like the lumbering movement, but now they added that you move faster, and like you're bound to trade blows, but you can you can have a selection, a variety of ways to heal yourself, as if like getting hit is something of the point in this game. I find that to be very interesting. I know I say that a lot, but it's kind of like, so there's this joke that, like, professors will freak out if they're ever told that they're not allowed to use the word problematic. In that sense, I kind of feel the same way about the word interesting, since there's kind of no other way to express that there's something that I like thinking about without sounding, hello. I guess up my knockers. Nice one. I mean, I 100% am on board with what you're saying, in that the next FromSoft, like, Armored Core game is going to be a Soulsborne-like game. Like, everybody in the industry, hails FromSoft for the way that they make them. I'm sure the parent companies do. I'm sure Bandai Namco does. So I 100% believe that the next Armored Core game is going to be a FromSoft, or is going to be a Dark Souls-like game, and everyone's going to treat it that way. Everyone's trying to do it with Sekiro, and some people are slowly picking up on the fact that Sekiro's story is not that interesting. Okay, so, spoilers for the end of Sekiro, for...
Clearance could not be confirmed.
Fuck you. For the, I guess for the rando that's ever watching this, who has not beat, Sekiro. The way that you fight Ishin at the end of the game is, in my belief, some kind of commentary on the cycle of power struggle, with, like, the beginning of the game showing Ishin defeating this giant general who's holding this giant spear by fighting somewhat dirty. He fights, like, he climbs on top of the person to stab them in the neck, he stabs them in the foot, like, he takes them down. But then when you fight Ishin, now the script is kind of flipped. Now you're the shinobi, and he's the one that's, like, big and powerful, and then pulls out a giant spear to fight you. Like, the sort of the pattern that I think is, like, being compared from the beginning of the game is, in my opinion, FromSoft, like, maybe unintentionally making some kind of, like, commentary about, like, how the struggle for power is just a never-ending cycle. But, that could just be a, dumb, serious lore analysis for a game that just wanted to be about shinobis being cool dudes or something. Oh, right, yeah, that happens if I do that. Oh, no, I don't mean, like, the next person watching. I mean, like, the void. Because, okay, so, I know that no one watches these. Even, like, you are something of a rare scenario. And, like, my intention is not really for there to be an actual audience with these videos. Because, in my mind, like, the YouTube is it's just like this vast desert of bloat content that is all kind of junk and like whatever I make will probably never be seen by anybody else in the world. It's just gonna be stuck there forever for only maybe me to watch.
This is a quarantine zone.
Oh sweet, this is here.
Please remain in operations
my
until
point
all
to be here is not
sources of
really.
danger have been eliminated.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, my point here is not really that I want to like find maybe like an audience who'll start watching me and start giving me money and help me hold myself. I don't expect that to happen. Instead, there is something about like this giant bloat of junk that is YouTube that like when you sift through on your own, you will find things that nobody else has seen and nobody will ever go to see. And in that sense, you can almost kind of call it yours. Like you'll find like one funny video that has like what 100 views, and now that's your video. You know about that. You're part of this little in-group of very few people in the world that can take claim to that. Almost a little bit like how people treat planets in No Man's Sky. So me being on here, throwing myself up here, is in my personal way me throwing my hat into the ring of this, giving this the stuff outside of like, hey, maybe you'll find this one day. Maybe you can show this off to somebody and be like, haha, this thing, I found it. No one else knows about it except me. I find meaning in like trying to put meaning in bloated junk. So that is me being unnecessarily sentimental and philosophical and deep over just me playing a video game online. Three deep, 5 me. Alright, now I can finally build one of these. So what does it require? Sweet, I can build 2. We're going to pop 3 of these. And we're going to build them. Awesome. Okay. Since I should have a little bit more power left in my character, I should be able to equip at least one of these. And I can probably throw off an implant. What do I not need? Injection, that's useful. What about you? What do you cost? 0? Alright. In that case, I'll replace you with something kind of worthless. Something that costs 2. What's this? Increases maximum health, scales with power. That's actually really bad and useless. Maximum health. Injectable that restores health. Increase the amount of energy gained through successful attacks. Yeah, we'll do that. There, I should be able to equip one more leg. There we go. There we go. Can I upgrade these? Yes. Right. About you? No? Okay. Oh, what about my sword? My sword, quote unquote. Nope.
Please remain in operations while security lockdown is in effect.
Uh-huh.
Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
Okay, I'm done with this area. Hello? Is there anything even back here? No, okay. So you were literally... Okay, so this robot was programmed to literally sit behind this wall, waiting until it heard something come through, and then just not attack it? Okay. Ow, shit, fuck. Hello. I don't know how I'm alive. Good toes, Warren. Maximilian. Ow. Fuck. Christ. Fuck. Am I supposed to be here? Because no one else... Oh, okay, what's this?
I'm freaking out here, Doc. Security is everywhere, but there's no change in the workers. It's still chaos. If anything, it's getting worse. I'm gonna try and make a break for one of the loading bays. Hopefully I can get out. Best of luck, Doc.
Please remain in operations while security lockdown is in effect.
Alright, I've seen everything that's in this section. Is there another direction that I can go? Okay, here we go. I can't imagine this is intentional. Okay, alright, yeah, it's not. What about you? What's behind you? Okay, game, you don't have to keep these around. This is just here for decoration. Come on. Oh my fucking god. There, are you happy? They're completely broken. Put it away. No, it's like... Right, you know what? Hot take. Ragdolls in Dark Souls were never fun at all. They were actually just getting in the way and just obscuring your vision. Oh my fucking god. Fine, whatever. Be that way. Oh, hey, these. Okay, so... Energy. What do you want? Let's see. Please contact... Okay, so... That's clearly telling... Okay, there we go. Upgrade to a Botex power core. Alright, Alright, no difference between these two.
Attention, please.
Ugh.
Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation...
I stand by my opinion, and I welcome all criticism.
Designated hazard response squads, please report
Which I will store in the complaint department, because I don't check that. Oh, holy shit, I just referenced that guy. Yeah, well, whatever. Oh! Am I supposed to go up there? Okay. Can I jump down here? I can. Okay. I cannot imagine this is intentional, but... Oh, shit. What? Nice. Okay. New implants. Implant electrodes V2. There we go. One thing I don't think Dark Souls 2 gets credit for is that it had a very awesome, like, it... Because of, like, the, just the bloat that Dark Souls 2 was, in terms of how much stuff there was to do and how many mechanics it gave you, like, they hit a bunch of very cool jumping puzzles in the game that, like, it's far better, like, you know, vector, you know, physics-based trajectory, like, have I been here before? I don't think I have. Oh, yeah! Like, you know, it's far, like, better, like, you know, better understood jumping, mechanic was used for, like, a bunch of really cool, like, spots to hide stuff. So, if there just so happens to be some, fucking nerd who's thinking about replaying Dark Souls 2, keep that in mind. Am I back here? Hold on, no way. Hi. Okay, so there's someone behind here, apparently. I will admit that was kind of neat. Since there were boxes kind of placed around here, like the devs probably, you know, intended to to hide these things, but or these enemies behind these you know, like these level assets, but since, like, you know, there is this like just this built up compulsion for like anybody who's played a bunch of like Soulsborne games to hit like any box that they see because there's stuff behind them. It's kind of like the devs are, in a sense, trying to give the players a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a test to see if they're still like making sure to check every nook and cranny. At the same time, though, I might be giving them far too much credit. Easy. Okay, so I need to get a new power core. Are you talking to me? Okay, no. Oh, okay, it's one of these videos, okay. Okay, that enemy has no weak spot, so they're not worth fighting at the moment. Uh-oh, shit. Alright. We have a situation on our hands. We need to... Nope. Why are you coming first? You're the slow enemy. There we go. Shit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Wait, hold on. Did I refill my... Huh, I don't know how I did that, but I used a healing item and I managed to refill it right after killing somebody. No one knows it, but Miyazaki also wanted to make a visual novel about dating swords. Each weapon would have a personality that is, some specific type of challenge that requires a very specific item for you to be able to fight. And it will take, like, maybe 15 or 16 tries to successfully get a weapon to date you. But then once you did, it'll say, like, boyfriend obtained or something. We'll call it boyfriend dungeon. Oh, shit, I forgot. Okay, alright, nice. That's dandy.
For your own safety, please stay within operations.
Yeah.
Attention, please.
Let's use this game's weirdo jumping mechanics. There we go. Jump scare, yeah.
Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard
Oh right, I'm not supposed to be here.
response
I was supposed
squad,
to
please
go
report
up.
to incident commander for mission briefing.
Where do you want me to go, game? Here we go. Alright, yeah. There we go. Oh shit. Okay. Body, stop that. It's not allowed. Nope, shit, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I can't walk in there, so... Alright, fine, come here. Oh, alright, you wanna fight me? Okay. Oh shit, okay. Oh my god. Excuse me. Can't touch that. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Ah. Okay, alright, it's time to play Dark Souls. Alright, enemies, come to me. We're gonna form a conga line and take you out one by one. Oh, sweet. What are you? New implants? Okay, yeah, whatever. Alright. First is you. Do you literally have no part of you that's not protected? Okay. Fine. Play your shitty game. That's one. Come here. There you go. I have never even heard of the Tenchu games. Please tell me I'm not... Oh my gosh. All I understand is the Tenchu games were... You know, like, stealth shinobi games that required you being in the dark. At least from what you described in terms of like how you didn't like Sekiro not having any, not having the dark community.
It is not recommended that you leave operations.
Yeah, that's well, okay. Anything else beyond that? My only understanding of the Tenchu games would be the stuff you showed me of Shinobi-Do 2.
Attention, please.
Which
Access
Swift as the wind. Best thing ever.
Hazard response teams
Boo.
have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being
Ow,
resolved.
shit, fuck.
Designated hazard response squads, please report to incident commander for mission briefing.
Is there anything here that I can do, or... Ready to touch that. Can I open this? Oh, right, I can't go anywhere here.
Clearance could not be confirmed.
Ah. Okay, so real quick, interesting thing. You'll notice that, like, to my right, there is, like, you know, lost text grab, 18 meters, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. So, a lot of, you know, whatever this company's name is, you know, a lot of stuff that they do with, like, Lords of the Fallen and blah, blah, blah. They want to take the, the framework of these Souls games and then just add to them to make them unique in some way. And so one thing that they do is that, like, instead of just, you know, hey, you died here, here's where your stuff is. Instead, there is this timer, where once that timer goes all the way down, they disappear. But, like, you know, I think I can sort of get what they're trying to do with this. So, like, what they, when games, like, want to, like, add on to their mechanics, you know, and, like, try to, you know, give players some new extra twist to something, what they typically want to do is make sure that the twist that they're doing is getting players to engage in a very specific way with the game that they have. So, like, while it's not the best, they seem to understand that, this game, The Surge, is sort of like, its best foot that it has is this combat. This, like, this weird combat of having to be, you know, directly in front of an enemy, choose what point you're going to be attacking, and then, like, you know, end with an execution. The game is, like, you know, the devs seem to understand that that is sort of, like, the best thing that they've created so far. And so, with that, like, mechanic, the way of you're able to, like, you know, the way it kind of incentivizes you to kind of get out there quickly and start, like, killing enemies, that way you can make it back to what you've lost. That is the point of what they're trying to do, is that they want to make sure you are constantly killing and engaging with that mechanic system that they set up. Because if you're just kind of running through enemies and then picking up what you left behind, then at that point you might be able to see that, you know, kind of just the core traversal of this game's world is not too interesting. And so this is one of their ways of trying to incentivize the player to stay with what they worked on the most. I find it to be an interesting tactic, and I won't say whether or not it works or if it's good or bad, but I will definitely say that I can see what they're doing. Tenchu. I see what you mean. So, like, in terms of, like, how you traverse a level in Sekiro, there is only one direct way to supposed to do it. Like we said this before, there's, like, a correct path that they want you to take. This is the intended way you're supposed to go through, and the lack of variability in that is, like, one of the things that makes Sekiro feel like such a, like, an empty stealth game. Since the stealth that is there does not have, like, as we said, a robust AI, or or has, like, you know, this generally well-designed traversal, like, you know, path of traversal that most other stealth games have. Christ fucking mighty. And so with Sekiro having that limited, you know, that limited, you know, array of options to go about a level, it, like, if you're describing Tenchu this way, where you get plopped into an open level, style set type 10, where you have to do different things on a level depending on the mission, and then, like, every single level in Sekiro does not feel like, you know, this tile set to do what you want. Instead feels like a big version of, like, you know, Sense Fortress, where there's a very intended way to go through.
Attention, please.
I'm real fucking bad at this game. One thing I find frustrating about this game is that they have a lot of like stuff. They have levels that like go in separate directions. They go left and right. You never feel like you're going in a straight line with this game. But because of the difficulty of the, the clunkiness of the controls and the way that they've set up the levels, oftentimes like you're going through levels over and over and over and going through the same like twists and turns that it creates, making tiny mistakes, and it's just not interesting to do. This reminds me a little bit of when when I first started playing Dark Souls, and I would get stuck at certain points and get caught in this loop of trying to get somewhere but never being able to get there, and then just making small mistakes along the way there that make it feel even more frustrating. In a sense, it's kind of like, when you want to go to a boss in Sekiro, and like you get hit once on the way there, and so it's kind of like that's already what you call a compromised run, but then you get to the boss, and you lose health instantly, and it's like, well, I gotta get back there again all by yourself. And that's like, oh, wasted 5 minutes of traversal. This game has that constantly, and it makes the sort of like the really weird, surreal world that they built up just not that amusing, or not that good to remember. Because when you go back to it, what you end up remembering the most is that frustration. So, I've been really harsh on this game, and I want to be a little bit clear that I'm having fun. Games like this are trash that okay, not trash, but it's stuff that I love. It's bloat that I can kind of sink myself into, and not necessarily turn my brain off, but kind of get lost in it. It's like being fascinated by the stuff that they create. But fuck me, this game is so fucking hard. It is maddening, but I've played a lot of high-level, high-quality games recently. I've beaten all the goobers. I've done all the stuff in Sekiro. I've done all the stuff in Moss. I have conquered video games. I'm at a point now where instead of looking at why games are good, I want to see what is it that games want to do that's different and why they maybe don't work. Because that's, to me, it's more fun to think about, and it's more fun to speak about with people than to just constantly say the same thing about Sekiro over and over and over again. We've said there's nothing new to say about Bloodborne. We've spoken about that game to death. To the point now where I don't even want to mention it because I feel like I'm a broken record. But The Surge, no one knows what's in The Surge. And so talking about this game is just, it brings so much more meat to whatever thought you want to have about game mechanics. Oh, I'm not excited to play Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, but at the same time I also morbidly am. I still find it wild that Krantz Kirkhope is the person who scored that game. Yaiba does not say trans rights. It is a pretty subtly right-wing game. But you know what? It opens with a pretty neato cutscene, so I'll give it a look at it. I'll give it the time of day. I'll give it a shot, a chance to show itself, to reveal what it's got under the hood. Oh yeah, emulators. Yeah, at some point I do plan to use the info that you've given me to check out just some other games myself. Hey, what's in here? Shit. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. This is also technically my fault. But at the same time, it's easier to hide behind the fact that no one knows what this game is, and so I can just blame it on it, and nobody will know whether or not I'm right or wrong. Which is a little bit cruel when you put that in a real world sense.
Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector remains in effect.
I still really wish I can one day use an emulator to go back and play No Load Heroes. That is a game I so desperately want to go back and look at now that I've got like a new perspective on it. Ow. No More Heroes, and what's another game that I want to go back and see again? I was going to say Super Mario Sunshine, but no. Actually, so I did something very interesting recently. I went back and started watching Let's Plays of like some of the first games I ever remember in my life. So I went back and watched the Let's Play, you know, a voiceless Let's Play of the first licensed Spider-Man game for the PS2, the movie tie-in game, and like my brain was just picking up on all like these incredibly deep, like deeply embedded core bells that like emotionally it just never realized was coming from when I played this game ages ago. And like I'm now kind of like want to go back to these games, just kind of like realize like, you know, oh, the reason I like, you know, kind of like this in video games is because when I was really young I remember this. I'll be stopped. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see. Can I do this? Nope. Get off. I want to see, like, what is, like, one of the first games, random viewer, that you remember ever playing in your life? Like, so deep that, like, just remembering the, like, the layout of the levels hits so much nostalgia that you wonder, like, how much of your life is emotionally centered around it, actually.
But it is not recommended that you leave operations. Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
Alright, take 13. If I'm just quick enough, I can like overload that circuit, turn on everything, and just bolt through these levels. Sly Cooper 2, huh? The only thing I know about this game, about the Sly Cooper games, would be that they're made by Sucker Punch Studios, who created Infamous, which, if there's one thing I'll always remember about Infamous, it's the smoothness of their movements. The way Cole McGrath moves and like sprints through the world is like, you can taste it. I know it's a very weird way to put it, but genuinely, there's something about the way you move through the levels in Infamous that I always found incredibly memorable. Alright, let's try this one more time. Come on. Am I still alive? Nope. I'm on the verge of calling it, because there is no way I can get this done by myself. Either I am not properly, properly beefed up, defensed, or built for that section of the game, or where the fuck do you get a helmet? Like, there's been this empty slot that's been haunting me in my inventory all this time, and I don't know what to do about it. What do you want? What's this? Why are you giving me an exclamation point? Can I build something out of you? Do I have your tools?
Please remain in operations until quarantine.
Yeah, whatever.
Has been lifted.
Do I have enough to upgrade you? Let's see. I do. Hell yeah. I also mean, like, not just, like, the way he grinds, but that is very cool. Especially, like, the way the camera zooms in, and, like, there's always that train track in the middle of, like, the middle level that can let you kind of go anywhere. It's also, like, just the simple way that he runs when you tilt the control stick has such swiftness to it. And I always remember that. Oh, hey, this.
This communication device is
oh my
locked
fucking
down.
God.
All lines blocked. For your own safety, please stay within operations. Attention, please.
I guess this does highlight how, like, how robust my patience is.
I'm not authorized to
Perhaps maybe
stop
I
you,
do
but
actually
it is
enjoy
not
this. There's something about the
recommended
aesthetic that I
you
find
leave
appealing enough to
operations.
keep me going. But I know if I like was not really into this game and like a friend asked me to play it, long ago I would have just dropped it and been like, I'm done.
Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
Alright, up we go. Take, like, I think 30 at this point. Cat, do you want to leave? Again? Keep walking back in and out of my room, opening my door. Alright, Cat, this time I'm opening the door for you and you're not allowed to come back in. Love you, baby. Mwah! Oh my god. Are you okay? That sounds... I mean, of course it sounds painful, but also, like, the combined, you know, the combined terror of, like, you know, skateboarding and hitting your head against the concrete. The combined inertia of a skateboard and the ground sounds like a terrifying prospect. Alright, we're doing this again. Come on. Come on, baby. Yes! Okay. Can I open all these doors now?
Please remain in operations while security lockdown is in effect.
Oh my god, that sounds intense. I wonder, did like, I know it's a strange question, but how did your friends respond? Because, like, I wonder if, like, here in the States, if that, like, if something happens to you like that, what they would be doing is giggling, being like, dude, you okay? Did you get that on camera? Very much like the, what was it, the asshole, like, the asshole snowboarders video that you showed me? Yeah.
Hazard response teams have been requested.
So there was a couple of times in my life when I used to actually go skateboarding. What I had first was like this dual skateboard scooter that had like this handlebar that you could pull. You kind of pull from the bottom, and so you could kind of use your arms as well to lean in the skateboard left and right. There was one day where I came home and I realized that I kind of left it like on the road, and I came home and found two pieces of that skateboard on each side of the road's curbs. So that was a sad day for me. But then I got like, I guess, a professional skateboard with like the rubber wheels and like, you know, the far better ball bearings. And the first time I attempted a half pipe, I scraped my knee, and like as a little kid that memory was too much and I gave up from that point. So from that point on I never actually went back into skateboarding, but I kind of always wanted to. Of course, at this point, maybe a little bit too... Well, I guess I'm not too old, but, like, I'm too... My life is too well entrenched in, like, you know, being at school and having a job where I sit down all day, that I just don't have the time to relive those hobbies. But I always think to myself, what if? What is there, like, as a hobby I can go back to and do it again? Alright, yeah, we're not gonna fuck with this area because we've been here multiple times and it's not fun. Aha, that's where I'm supposed to go. All right.
I'm not authorized to stop you, but it is not recommended that you leave operations. Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
Take 17. At least at this point I know where to go, so we're not going to mess with all the enemies. Well, okay, actually we'll mess with them one by one. There we go. Yes. Okay. Honestly, by a stroke of luck, I managed to make that. There we go. Alright. I don't know what to do about these walking enemies because I saw them earlier in the game, and, doesn't matter what happens to my friends, but if, like, they hurt a knee or something, the first thing I ask is, hey, are you okay? Since, like, it's just what friends do. At least on my end. The first injury I ever had from skateboarding was to that half pipe that I talked about, and it, like, scraped my knee. Like, I don't think I saw any bone, but it was bad enough that, like, you know, my parents took me home. I was, like, maybe around 9 or 10 at that point. Okay, this must be the right direction. Okay. And, I always wonder if I did not, you know, get so scared from that point on and just continued doing it, because I was at a point where I was able to actually perform, like, maybe 1 or 2 tricks. As I said, I never was able to perform an ollie, but there was one time where I managed to, through a miracle, perform a kickflip, and that, like, it gave me such confidence to continue that, like, I legitimately went to a skate park to, like, with a friend to try out the half pipe. That same skate park, by the way, is where I almost saw somebody get run over, and that is a story that I'm going to save for another day, because I saw, like, a fight, like, break out between teenagers where one guy just got in his car and started driving through the grass. And as a maybe a 9 or 10-year-old kid, that was a pretty traumatizing memory.
Access unauthorized.
There we go. What about here? Yeah. Maybe. Actually, my friend has talked to me many times about wanting to travel to the UK, and for some reason specifically Ireland. And I've told him every single time, like, look, if you have the money, maybe, but, like, we have traveled several times this year. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for another one. But he keeps insisting. I don't know. By some strange, like, set of circumstances, there might be one day where we literally might actually go to a skate park together. But, like,
Back,
you know,
neck, and skull have been opened. Cerebrum, cervical, and thoracic region of the spinal cord are exposed.
Through the process of the internet and the change of life, who knows?
This is the 7th victim discovered with a similar pathology, but the perpetrator's MO is evolving. The first victim's neural implant.
Hi, dick shit. Oh my fucking god.
Recent cases, now tissue damage around the spinal cord
gosh.
brain indicates the perpetrator may have tried to remove.
This really is the Dark Souls 2 of Dark Souls-like games. This game just throws multiple enemies at you with its very frustrating combat system, and it's just like, alright, fucker, deal with it. This is difficulty. Do you want a hollow victory, or do you want to feel good about yourself? Yes, game, I'll do what you ask. I'll play your shitty game. Come here. Get out here. You know, I'm quite proud of that. The Surge is the Dark Souls 2 of Souls-likes. There we go, now we're finally done. So your skate parks are full of white skateboard. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly what went down at the skate park that I went to. There was a, there was, a bunch of dudes that were, like, all just kind of skateboarding around. And then, like, from the distance, I heard, like, loud music, and I heard this car, like, with its tires screeching, and then I heard, a horn honk. And so this car came, like, skidding in, and, like, this guy, like, got into an argument with all the skaters there. They're all, like, 13, like, all, like, 15 or 16. And then, like, a fight broke out between that guy and some other guy, like, a fist fight. And then he got back in the car after, like, getting frustrated and just tried to run them all over, and they all ran up the half-pipe. And then he said a couple of racist slurs and then, like, you know, sped away with more cars honking and more, like, skidding tires. And that was, like, the last day as a little kid that I ever went to a skate park. I still do generally sometimes wish, like, you know, what if I continue skateboarding just to see if I can, like, perform an ollie, like, you know, just by myself, but, you know, that's life for you, and chances are I'll probably never actually get into it. But again, the winds of time change everything. Where am I now? What is this area? Hello. That's very interesting. Are you alive? Oh my fucking god. This shit again. Good dodge. Or good jump.
I'm getting worried about Ed.
How are you?
Since we started to implant team members with neural links, he's lost it. And yes, we checked and rechecked his implant. I'm worried he's having some kind of psychotic break. He's becoming totally divorced from reality. We've been in human testing for over a year. I mean, we're the development team and he's our software solutions lead. But he insists that his thoughts aren't his own, that someone's there with him. Creepy stuff, but nuts, right?
And we're back here. What the fuck? Where am I? Whoa! The greenhouse facility. Okay, so is this where I can finally get the biotech ore?
To have Jonathan, the founder and Satan, brains behind Project Resolve with us today.
Boston Dynamics.
We don't need a standing ceremony. As we like to say,
That famous video. I remember the first time I watched that, and we're like with the like the whirring of the fans and like the, you know, the powering up chord. Nah, everyone thought it was gonna like blast off into like the oblivion, and then just incredibly micro gallops of like this little horse was this that's the greatest, like, you know, like I guess like visual whiplash ever. But then like the way he started running around was incredibly cool. So when I was young, my dad always used to tell me that I should be, you know, working teams like that. It's creating, you know, creating these incredibly advanced, like, you know, high-tech robots that would help humans perform simple tasks. But there's only so many, like, prodigies that can exist in the world, is the way I like to look at it.
timing and position that I was able to do so, but I wasn't unique in the design.
Okay, I know, yeah, this is all interesting and all, but I have a game to play. Looking at this reminds me a lot of some awesome bylighting. This reminds me a lot of the level from Batman Arkham Asylum that takes place in the Biolab, where you face off against Poison Ivy, and there's just this purple or this pink mist that's everywhere. fucking damn it, stop that.
We will.
There we go. Oh, what the? Someone hiding here? Hi. Wait, create or created? Quick peek at that. Austin Dynamics. Robots. Okay, it's not skateboarding at all, but that is a pretty fucking awesome robot. At some point, we found our millennial. Topical humor. Let's imagine Boston Dynamics does create that robot. It becomes a, what's it, a Black Mirror episode about how humans are being overrun, even in their hobbies, by robots, and now, like, capitalist, like, perfect creations of, like, online skate videos, awesome tricks by robot, and... nah. Wait, was that a backstab? What? Okay, alright, so of all things this game has, having a backstab is, like, unnecessary. It doesn't even do much damage. Hi.
I know the solution is here. It's under my nose. I can smell it. But where? I failed to notice the long-term...
Lockdown deactivated. Reinitiating systems. Attention. Access restrictions for this sector have been revoked. Please return to your designated workplaces.
That's very interesting. Nice flamethrower. Yada yada yada. Uh-huh, yeah, whatever. Okay, so now that everything has been undone, let's run all the way back to the beginning. Because I think I know what's behind, behind that door that requires oh my fucking god. Wait, hold on. Let's check the other place, because there's another place that requires... Oh no, there was somewhere down below that required... Okay, alright. This backtracking is not, in the slightest, any enjoyable. Especially with the way enemies lunge in at you with this incredibly one-to-one tracking. That's a fun thing about this game. Something else I realized is that enemies in this game do not just have, like, you know, very powerful tracking. They have one-to-one. If it's possible for you to jump behind them, they will do a full 360 turn. So the game is... So much of the balance of this game is based around enemies being able to actually attack you and them testing to see how well they can dodge them. Which, again, is interesting. Not good, just interesting. Oh, it's very interesting. Alright, can I get in here now?
Access denied.
What? I thought you said... Okay, whatever. What about the bottom of this area? I guess I was wrong. I guess they... Nope. I've been here, I've done this. Have I been here? I have, but yeah, no, there's nothing back there. Excuse me. Oh, wait, hold on, is there something behind this? Ah, nice. What is that?
Do you require assistance, Warren?
That's done. Can I upgrade anything? Nope. 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 Ugh. What about that door at the beginning that required a biotech core? Up here. Go, my child. Nope. Upgrade to a Botex power core. Alright, let's run through this area one final time. If we don't get what we're looking for, we're just going to call it a night, because I've done so much in this game. Wait, no, I've played so much of this game, and I've honestly done quite a little. But I am determined. I will see what's at the end of this game's tunnel, because I don't know. I believe this game deserves to be remembered, and whatever's behind that, I can at least rightfully call mine. Up we go. Come on. Okay, so we opened this door. Is there another door that I can open here? That place is filled with that gunk that I can't walk on, so we're not going to touch that. That door's been open, so no point in messing there. Aha!
You know this stuff is toxic, right? Well, we can't just keep dumping it wherever on the facility. We've had another accident. Well, thank God he's only a cripple. Or is it cheaper for the company if they're killed outright? Listen, if the EHA ever heard of any of these incidents, we'd be closed down faster than one of those rockets goes up.
Fascinating. Okay, this loops back into itself. Alright. We're going to end it here. Thank you so much to my rando unnamed viewer.
Shouldn't you be at your designated
This game is the Dark Souls 2 of Soulsborne games. Of Souls-like games. And whatever's like hidden at the end of this is something I'll probably be the only one who will ever know. So, thank you all for watching. Go the fuck to sleep.